Welcome
There
back
she
to
goes, man.
the
There
We
she
Love
goes.
Gaming channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while, man. We having these off and on weeks, because folks got other things to do. So we're gonna switch up the format a little bit so that it doesn't depend on there being two people.
That's right.
There could be one person here, or there could be all three of us at one point in time. Which hopefully we can get back to that. But still, we're gonna give you guys the game news. But yeah, my name is Godly Sovereign. And of course, I got my boy Sir Knight with me. What's going on, man?
Good, man. Doing good. Chilling, man. Just busy work week because I'm back to work now.
Yeah.
Doing all sorts of things. I work at homeschool, and the family's like, it's like literally like every 5-10 minutes or so, man. I'm getting like notification to fix this, do that. How do I do this? Where do I go for that? It's like get training, man.
Oh,
So
what do they need help with? Like, what are they getting help with?
dude, like all sorts of things, man. Like, how do I log into this? Oh, my canvas isn't working. Oh, I'm
Ah,
not seeing that page. Oh, can you buy this for me? Can you purchase this for me? Am I allowed to buy this? Am I allowed to buy that? Like, it's never ending, dude. So I'm
mm,
just kind of like swamped with that. But
mm-hmm.
usually it's like only the beginning of the year kind of thing. Like, once the year is like rolling, like they get comfortable again. They can kind of like work on their own. They don't need their handheld so much, but
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
beginning of the year, man, it's like
It's
it's
always a lot of
it's it's
questions
a
you gotta
lot of
answer.
questions, dude. So I've just been like mad swamp with that. But but otherwise it's been a good week, man. I haven't had a because I've been so busy, I haven't had like a whole lot of time to play video games. Even though
Yeah.
I have definitely made sure that I got some Hearthstone in. I'm
Mm.
playing lots of Hearthstone because they just had a new patch where
Right, right,
they
right.
nerfed some stuff. So so I've been doing lots of Hearthstone, and like Golly was saying, man, hopefully I can, hopefully we can start to show some more games on this channel. Some of the games we talk about a lot, play some of these games, and I can do some live streams apart from just our Friday night show. So,
Yeah, for sure, man.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, anytime that I show something, it's probably, because I have a PlayStation and an Xbox, but I don't have like the Elgato stuff. I can't really show any gameplay of that, but I can definitely show some of these. So there's actually some pretty fun games that I have. This one is the Remnants. I made a video on it a while back. But this one's like an idle click game. And then there's a couple other ones that I want to show you guys to check out. So it'll be interesting to kind of showcase or whatnot.
Have you been playing
I,
anything else other than these pixel games? Are these what are they called? NFT games?
yeah, NFTs. Yeah, these are like all pixel games, NFTs. But yeah, they're freaking the retro style. So that's what makes them kind of like funny. And then they can be cheap when you get into them, but it really just depends on when you can like find your way in, because some of these will start to run crazy if they get popular and whatnot. But yes, I did actually play a couple of games. I want to talk to you about it, of course. That's why we're here. Um, so I finally finished Far Cry 6.
Oh, you finished it.
Yeah, yeah, I beat it. So
Nice.
um, I'll tell you, I wasn't really like super interested with the storyline of all the side shit. Like the only thing that I even took time to watch were like the things that involved um Castillo, the dad and the son. Those were it. I found myself like
Hmm.
skipping everything else
Hmm.
just because I wasn't as like interested in it
Yeah.
to say.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of like, damn, I should be watching these, but I feel like I'm not paying attention to it anyways. Like I'm more like into the gameplay, the killing, the shooting, the looting, the finding stuff or whatever. And then I was just trying to beat the game because I had it for like a long ass time, and because I've put so much time into Naraka, which I'm still playing by the way. I was just like, damn, I should just beat this game, you know what I mean? So that I can, like fully be done with it and get like the majority of the story, see how it ends and stuff like that. And then I went to try to play Naraka one day, and their servers were down. Like the moment I got on, it just fucked up and the servers were down. And I was like, damn, okay. Well, I guess I'll try something else. So I
Right.
went on to Game Pass, checked out what else they have, which is really weird, right? Because I haven't bought any really new games. All I've been playing is my Xbox right now. So like I haven't given my PlayStation like any love. But I decided why not try Far Cry 5?
Oh yeah, that's
So
on Game Pass. Yeah.
yeah, it's on Game Pass, and you were always talking about how great a game it was and whatnot, and how you liked the story and everything. And so I was like, let me check it out. Dude, I was surprised. I had to keep checking the thing to like, did I click the right game? Because the opening did not feel like another Far Cry game. It felt like a different type of game. Like it felt like I was watching what is it, like Resident Evil. Like the tones, the looks of it, the graphics were like really good.
Mm-hmm.
And just the tone set of the game and the way everything was playing out in the very beginning, I was like, damn, dude, this reminds me like completely of like playing Resident Evil or something like that, where you're
Yeah, just
walking
like
with the
better
top all the way
graphics.
to the
Yeah.
yeah, where you're walking all the way to the church, and you have no guns or anything like that. You don't see your
Yeah.
hands or anything. You're just moving forward, and then
Uh-huh.
all that stuff is going on and everything, even the cut scenes and everything like that. It just was like it felt different from Far Cry 6, that's for sure,
Mm-hmm.
and it definitely didn't feel like 4 or 3. So I was like interested in that, and then they throw you kind of like in the thick of the shit, and then you just got to get
Mm-hmm.
out of there. You know what I mean, and
Yep.
stuff like that. And so it took a little bit of getting used to, because I was so used to how Far Cry 6 played that it was kind of like I had to like reset my mind for 5, because it didn't play the same way. Like um some of the
Even the
things.
feel of the game.
Yeah, just the feel of the game altogether. But even
Mm-hmm.
like jumping from high areas, you were instantly given a parachute and wingsuit. But in 5, you have none of those. You have to
Mm-hmm.
upgrade to those. And then like killing animals didn't even matter in 6, really. You didn't get anything like special
Mm-hmm.
except like the little food that you could probably like sell for like little trinket shit. But in 5, you get like the perks for killing certain animals and skinning them and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So the perks will allow you to upgrade your different abilities and all that stuff and have access to different things. So it just had a really different feel. And I was actually like pleasantly surprised. And I like the way it's playing right now. It feels a lot tougher to me than 6 did. 6 felt
Mm-hmm.
like a joke and like really easy.
Yeah.
But I kind of find myself dying a lot from 5, just because I don't have like the proper perks or something like that. Like I'll be sniping from like earlier today. I was sniping from like a high spot, and like the scopes aren't like wicked close. You know what I mean? They're just like the like one zoom. You know what I mean? You can't get like a
Right.
3 zoom scope like right away or anything like that. So I'm trying to pick things off, and I have to be like really precise, and I have to aim like really good. And then I don't see that one of the guys that I've caused an alarm, and one of the guys runs around at the bottom and climbs up this ladder to get into this sniper's perch that I'm in. So next thing I know is I've got like a little sensor thing going off saying I've been spotted, but I'm shooting the guys, so that's like a given, right? And there's helicopters and stuff, but the fucker's like right here on me. So I'm like, damn, I'm trying to switch to a gun, but it's not as quick as like 6 was. So I end up getting blasted away because I can't switch from my sniper to my freaking assault rifle real
Right.
quick or whatever,
Right.
And then the helicopters are like relentless in this game.
Oh
Actually,
yeah.
like the enemies in general are relentless.
Yeah.
Like in 6, you could walk around, and as long as you touched your weapon, like nobody bothered you, really. Like you had to like run up on somebody in order for them to like be aggressive towards you. But in this, like you're an enemy 99% of the time. So like if a plane is flying by, you're gonna get seen. If a car is driving by, they will stop. like it's annoying as fuck. Like you really feel like you're public enemy number one, and like you should
Right.
not be here. So it gives you like a whole. It's like a totally different feel of the game. But I understand why you like it.
Yeah, I really liked it a lot, man. I really enjoyed it. The thing I like a lot about it too is the loot. Like you get like legitimate legendary weapons that have like legendary feelings and abilities on them.
Mm.
That's really fun to find.
You
I don't know
find them?
why. Yeah, you find them.
Okay,
Yeah,
because I
yeah.
haven't found anything like that yet. I mean, I've been
Yeah.
going into stashes and stuff, and unlocking like planes and helicopters and cars, but yeah, I haven't killed my first lieutenant either, but I'm like really close. Is there only the three lieutenants and then like the main guy?
No. Well, his those are his siblings, right?
Yeah.
I can't remember. I think he has three siblings. Yeah. So it's
Mhm.
kind of like three zones.
Right.
Yeah, it's like three zones, and then it's the main guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Each
Okay.
zone is pretty long though.
It seems like it's short though. Like the only thing that's like I'm all I have to do is just do the big quests that are like 900 points, 600 points or whatever, and then I'll do it. Like you could just literally go and do those quick. Like I can get a helicopter, fly to the area, do that area, and then I'm out. The only thing that keeps you from just like speed running it is the fact that, which is the one thing that's like super confusing, the hunters when they come out and hunt you,
Uh-huh.
like there's no way to escape them, no way to even see them to kill them. Like you're just instantly knocked out, yeah, instantly incapacitated, which is really weird.
Right. Yeah, I'm not recalling that, but I'm sure you're right.
It's like where they say oh, you've gotten like a whole lot of attention or something like that. We're gonna bring you in. I'm sending some hunters to catch you or something like that. And
Hmm.
then like you'll be out there, and then there'll be a dude, or not a dude, but like you'll just be out there, and all of a sudden you'll get like a little, and then all of a sudden you get drowsy and you'll pass out, and then you
Oh
wake up
yes, yeah,
in
I
that
do
place
remember
where you
that.
have to shoot all
Yeah,
those guys.
yeah. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's only in that zone for that lieutenant, and then like it changes as you move to the next
Oh,
zone.
okay.
Because I
Do you
don't think
get
that
hunted like
happens
that
with.
in the other zones?
No, like every zone kind of has their gimmick. Like if I remember right, like the sister zone, it's all drugged up, so there's like potentially drugs in the air that will
Yeah.
make you hallucinate, like go to like a alternate world in your mind or whatever, and like it trips you
Mm,
out. But so
okay.
I think every zone has like their gimmick, um, and the boss at the end of it. Um, but you should
Okay.
just look up for Far Cry 5. You should look up the different secret legendary weapons they have in there and just like go and get them. I think that might have been something I did. There's like
Mm,
also these missions you can do when you finally get your base established. There's like these missions you can do that will give you a legendary weapon too.
oh,
Like
okay.
that's where I was
Eh,
having some of the most fun was collecting the legendary loot. Like Far Cry 6 doesn't really have a system like that.
yeah. I mean, they have those the contraband weapons, which are the more uh rarish or like unique weapons because they have like just a certain cluster of perks or something like that, but you can't alter them, and that's the only thing that I didn't really like about them is like you couldn't put a silencer on it, so it was like
Right, right.
they weren't as great to use, because you would just alert more people to your surroundings.
Yeah, I wanted a silencer and everything in Far Cry 6 as well. But it's
Yeah.
like it's just legend. It's more like exotic weapons, like in Destiny that I was that like Far Cry 6 that Far Cry 5 has. Like Far
Oh,
Cry
okay.
6 didn't really have things like that. They had like
Yeah.
little perks and stuff that did some things, but they weren't like you know like really cool. Or you're like, damn, dude, I want to get that. Damn, I want to play with that so bad, right? Like
Yeah.
you were just as fine with like a regular weapon that you can modify yourself, right? It's like the contraband ones just had like standard mods on them. They were like
Yeah.
just a pre-built modded gun, right?
Right.
Like
Yeah. Like
just
you didn't have
random
to buy
mods.
anything
Yeah,
or
you didn't
what.
have to buy anything or upgrade it. It just came with like mods, but they were kind of mods you can put on any gun, kind of.
Yeah.
But this one is like special things you can't get on any gun. Like these
Oh, okay.
abilities on the guns are going to be like special that you can only get on that gun. You can't put on
Mm.
anything else. right?
Yo,
So
did you remember like when you played it, did you have like crazy like in-game gifts and stuff like that that came from Ubisoft?
gifts,
Yeah, like they gave me access to like a couple of
yes,
weapons and like
yes.
some uniforms
Yeah,
and
and you can
things
also
like
go to the
that.
store and buy those things. They'll give them to you in that little UB shop or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, but they
Yeah,
were like they just gave them to me. Like I didn't even
yeah,
have
and they
to
were kind
purchase
of cool,
anything from
right?
the
They were kind of
store. Yeah.
powerful things, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like
Well,
when
they
they do
didn't
that.
feel powerful. They just it was all cosmetic looking, which was dumb too because you can't even ever see your character. So it's like, what's the point in wearing this shit? But
Yeah, I know. I never understood that with Far Cry, with even Ubisoft games, kind of where you can't really see your guy.
well,
You
the
know.
other, at least in 6, they had a purpose, right? They would give you like, oh, you can see animals at night, or you have more defense during, for soft rounds and armored rounds and things like that. There it was armor that served a purpose, but these clothes literally serve absolutely no purpose. They had stupid
Yeah.
shit like they had
Right.
an Assassin's Creed outfit that you could put on, so you're like as Ezio or that, or
That
like
was in 6, right? That wasn't Far Cry 5.
no, that was in 5. That was in 5.
Oh,
That
was it
you could,
5? Okay, yeah. I'm
yeah,
trying
that
to
you could
remember.
dress up, that you could
Oh
put on
wait,
a costume like
I thought they
from
had perks.
Black Flag or some
I
shit.
thought they had perks though.
What do you mean?
Like you move silently or something, or some kind of like perk.
No, that's 6. 6 has all the perks with your stuff,
Okay.
so your gear
Trying to
actually
remember
matters.
5, man. Gosh, it's been so
Yeah,
long. Makes me want to get back on and play it again.
yeah, for sure.
Uh, but I really enjoyed 5, like quite a bit more than I enjoyed 6. 6 is fun still, but like 5 was like just so much fun. I don't know why Ubisoft always thinks they have to switch up the freaking method
I
every
don't
time.
know
They gotta
either.
like change it up. It's like,
Yeah,
dude, just
it's weird.
stick. Stick with the formula, man. Like I don't understand it. It's
Yeah, it's
infuriating
almost like
because
if it's not broke, don't fix
yeah,
it.
they
You
don't
know?
they don't seem to live with that motto.
But maybe
Like
they're trying to do like like Pokemon and just try to figure out like what's the best route to go. Like we'll just try some things and then we'll see like who likes it, and then we can just do like slight alterations to it and then put it in a new game and see, from there, just
yeah,
keep
well, I
up.
mean, Pokemon sticks with the formula, dude. They might modify it like very slightly, but they
Yeah.
primarily stick with the formula, man.
Yeah,
Like
they
it's the
should
same
be
type of
just
game.
a slight. It should be slight update, but this
Yeah,
just, this just felt like totally different. You know?
yeah, it feels way different, and 6 feels way different than it,
Yeah,
right?
it
And
almost
didn't
like
4 feel
6.
way different than 5, and 3 felt way different than 4, right? Like they all feel like way different. Like I
Yeah,
don't get
but
it.
6 kind of felt like similar ish to like 4,
4, yeah,
but
yeah.
5 seems completely different from all of them.
Yeah, and what's funny is 5 is like my favorite since 3.
Yeah,
Like 5 is my favorite one since 3, and I think it just has a better feel in my opinion, man.
yeah,
Like
it
the
feels
feel of
different.
it's just better. And like I like collecting unique weapons. I like collecting exotic weapons.
Yeah,
I like that they gave me that.
I am, however, just skipping through like the story and stuff for certain things, like all of the side quests. I don't even listen to them talk. Like I just go.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I just skip it, and then they're like, okay, well, just go and get this, and
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
okay,
for sure.
but yeah.
We got some dude spamming our chat here, man.
Oh, with some BS.
Yeah, we got some dude here, 69mega.com futures here dating. How do we mod these guys, man?
You gotta put user in timeout. There
Oh,
you
there
go.
you go.
Block for 5 minutes,
You got it,
sucker.
man. You got it. Fly for 5 minutes, sucker. Flamed.
Oh man.
That's cool,
But
man. So you just been sticking in that one then, huh?
yeah. So I just been playing it a little bit, and doing that, like kinda like when I don't have anybody else to play with, because I've been trying to get your ass on freaking Naraka for the longest. So because
Just never play
you
that shit.
don't play it, then
Yeah.
I wait for my father-in-law. And so like if I'm just like chilling or whatever, Friday morning, I just get on and play that. Or if I manage to get on sometime during the week, I'll play that and whatnot. But I eventually got to find something else to play. So it'll almost be time to probably see if I can grab a PS5 game or something like that.
Yeah, there was one that I was gonna actually buy on the PS5. Can I remember the name of it? Let me see if I can remember the name of it. But it's like a new Soulsborne game that just came out. You know what I'm talking about? You heard
Soulsborne?
of it?
Mm.
Yeah, new like it's supposed to be very similar to Bloodborne. It's called Thymesia. Thymesia.
Thigh needs you?
Thymesia, like amnesia, but Thymesia.
Oh, okay. Because the person got thighs?
Nah, I don't know why it's called Thymesia. You got thighs on them. You got some thick ones, you know.
Thick with two C's, man.
You got some thick old thighs, and so just got Thymesia. Nah,
Amnesia.
dude. It's just like a action adventure, just like Dark Souls, but like
Oh, okay.
more of a Bloodborne because it's a little quicker paced.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are really liking it. And then of course I want to play that Cult of the Lamb that came out as well. Remember that one, the Cult of the Lamb? Remember that
Cult
game
of the Lamb. Nah, what was that one? I can't remember
where
it.
you
Not,
were
not
like a
by the
cat,
name.
I think, or something like that, and like a bunch of like sheep like follow you, like in a cult.
Yeah.
Uh, and like it's kind of like a base builder, I think, and like at the same time like a roguelite where like you're kind of like
Ah,
a
shit.
rogue legacy kind of thing. I don't know, it looked
Yeah.
pretty good to me, man.
Mm.
So that one I'm really interested in as well. And then of course Midnight Fight, which is coming out on Game Pass.
Midnight
I
Fight.
think
Okay.
today. I think it came out today or something, tomorrow or something, sometime this week. The one that we're going to talk about here pretty soon. But dude, you're
Okay.
going to have to play Immortal Phoenix Rising. I think you'll really like that game.
Oh
Honestly, it's
yeah.
coming on Game Pass. You're going to have to play
Yeah,
that one,
that was
man.
that last Ubisoft game that had the weirdness, right?
Yeah, that's the one that's going to feel a lot more like Zelda. You'll see what I'm talking
Oh,
about. Like, yeah, we got another spammer again, man. I don't know how we deal with these freaking guys.
we'll figure it out.
Put them in timeout. I block users. What I got to do next time? I'll
Yeah.
block them.
We could use the comments though. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, I can block them here. We can use the comments. We could use the comments, man. Yeah.
But yeah, man. So that's all I've been playing and whatnot. And we got a few things to talk about today. So we got some Death Stranded information, as you can see here on the screen. Some Xbox Game Pass, some kind of some new news for the games coming up. One was what he just mentioned, that Midnight Express or whatever it was called.
Diablo, some Hogwarts, some Xbox for
Diablo.
Sony.
Yeah, all of
Yeah.
that. So yeah, so I guess we can go ahead and get into the intro real quick. You guys get to see all the backstage.
I love Jimmy.
All right, so for the first topic, we have Death Stranding coming to Xbox PC Game Pass next week, man. So yeah, that's interesting because Death Stranding was a PS exclusive, for the longest. And, PlayStation's been having that crazy push of trying to get like all their exclusive games onto PC and whatnot. And it seems like even though this is, like a main, this has been a main Sony title, the moment it hits PC, it seems like it's like fair game for Xbox to be able to just grab it, almost like it being on Steam or anything else.
Yeah, it's a trip because it's a little unique. Like Sony owns the rights to publish Death Stranding on console,
Mm-hmm.
but 505 Games owns the right to publish Death Stranding on PC. So this is
Mm.
why I think you'll see Death Stranding only come to PC and not come to
Xbox.
consoles. Yeah,
Mm.
Xbox. But the Xbox can do a little trick right there, right? And still put it on Game Pass
Remote play
by
or
just
something,
putting
right?
on PC. Yeah, you could remote play it. Yeah, you might be able to remote play it. That's.
Maybe.
I'm not sure. I have to check that out. But
Yeah.
if you could remote play it, oh, dude, I'm gonna have to try that out. I'm definitely gonna have to see if it's gonna be coming to
Dude, Steam Deck
PC
that
and
shit,
X
man.
Cloud, dude. Yeah,
Steam
you could
Deck
Steam
that,
Deck
dude.
it. That you could for sure do. You could for sure
Uh,
Steam Deck it. So that's interesting to me. I just think that's fascinating because that's one of the few games that like Sony was keeping close to the chest, and now it's going to be on Game Pass, Xbox. Like you never see any like the PlayStation exclusives somehow find their way to
onto
Xbox, but
Xbox.
like this
Yeah.
one is going to be not just on Xbox but on Game Pass, like
Yeah,
free,
that's
which is a trip
super.
to me, dude. So yeah, I just think I don't know how much of this is like Kojima kind of like jumping ship, or if it's like uh just Microsoft paying 505, a buttload of cashola to get this game published on their console. I just wonder how much Kojima has to say about it.
Yeah, I mean I'm curious about that too, because I wonder if it was really a talk about it. You know what I mean? Like it might have been easy, like that game's been around. Kojima hasn't really made any more money from it, so it's like, why wouldn't you put it on PC now and be able to collect? I'm sure it had like a time limit or something that PlayStation required
Oh
for them
yeah,
to wait.
probably.
So
It's just fascinating how it works that way. How Sony can have the rights to publish it on a console, but not on PC.
only.
Like that
Yeah,
just fascinates how it's different publishers for different platforms. You would think it'd be just like Sony has it, like it's a Sony game,
yeah.
but they don't. So it's interesting. I mean, I'm glad I never bought the director's cut because I was seriously considering buying that director's cut, but
Yeah, now you have this other option and
now I
whatnot.
got another option to play it for free 99.
Yeah, ain't nothing better than
Free
free, man.
99, dude. And if it's on xCloud, shoot. Like that's the
Yeah.
way for sure.
I mean, if it's on xCloud, that would be something different, dude. That'll be really nice.
Yeah,
People be
heck
able to
yeah,
have it
man.
for free.
For sure. Oh, ouch.
Yeah, I got
These little
nicked.
thing is slicing you, man. Oh, now you're like in the corner here.
You gotta take
But
your
yeah,
time
so
with it.
I guess it's just nothing but solid news. Like that's a big one. And that's supposed to be coming next week.
Yeah,
In
yeah, it's
August.
coming super quick. So I'm just wondering, like, how long it'll actually take for people to figure out some way to play it on like an Xbox console or something. It might be like super quick, dude. I don't know.
That's
Somebody will
true,
figure
man.
something.
Someone's gonna figure out a way, right? Where they're gonna like absolutely on Steam Deck. You know what's crazy is we are in August,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And you remember when Steam Deck came out? I actually put my thing in. I haven't
Yeah,
got an email from them saying
you said you
it's
haven't.
my turn. Yeah, saying it's my turn to pick one up.
Dang, dude, that's been forever, man.
That was a long time ago.
But you
Uh,
didn't put any money in it on it, right?
I think I put my $5 down on it.
Mm,
Well, you had to put $5 down, I think. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm
wow,
gonna see if I can check that out, but I'm pretty sure I never got notified.
that sucks. Because
Or it's
that's like
just that far
instant.
behind.
I mean, shit, almost as bad as getting a freaking an electric car right now. You on like
Oh, wait a
Uber
second.
pre-order.
Oh, my Steam Deck is now available. Oh, I didn't read. Oh, my reservation expired August 11th, 1 week ago.
Oh man. So what does that mean? You
Dude.
gotta do that shit bang again?
Oh, man.
Dang it.
So they gave me my $5 back.
Oh shit, dude.
They refunded me, dude. Damn.
That sucks, man.
Yep,
Just
they gave me
because
my
you didn't
$5 deposit back.
just because you didn't pay attention, huh?
I didn't pay attention, dude. No Steam Deck for me, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard as shit to get that now.
But
Ah,
it just came literally this month. So
oh
it
wow.
took to August, dude. I put that
Yeah.
reservation in back in like November.
So, but does that mean that
Almost a
you would
full
have?
year.
Does that mean that you would have actually gotten it? Like you would have bought it and then you would have gotten it?
Yes, I would have
Mm.
purchased it, and they would have shipped me a Steam Deck. I put a 512 order in, went for a
Oh, okay.
512,
Yeah,
but damn,
that's
could have played
crazy.
Death Stranding on the console. But
Yeah, that would have been nice.
anyways, what's the next bit of news here, man?
Yeah. So the next piece of news we got Xbox, man. Game Pass. So
Yeah.
we got quite a few games coming out. Probably out right now, actually. But you've got, let's see,
Coffee
Coffee
Talk.
Talk.
That I don't
You've
know
got,
nothing about. Coffee Talk, dude.
yeah, that's probably one of them little quirky games. Kind of like the other ones that we've come across that are just like weird as fuck. Like that. What was it that witch or whatever where there was just like too much talking in the game. Like I had
Yeah,
attempted to play it
yeah,
and
yeah. I
I
know what
was
you're
just like,
talking about.
fuck this, man. Yeah.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah. And then
yeah.
you got Opus, which I know nothing about that. Echo of Star Song. Did you know something about that one?
Opus Echoes of Star Song. Yeah, it's like Japanese like JRPG. It was a pretty big hit.
Mm.
And this is a cool one because it's like the Bloom edition or something like that. It's like some special edition. So they added voice acting for everybody, which I was going to mention to you that you may really enjoy this one now because they added like all the voice acting for the characters.
Oh, okay. That'll be
So
cool.
this one might be worth playing, you know? So
Yeah.
Opus looked pretty darn good. So Opus was dope looking. I don't know nothing about Commandos 3 either. That I can't say nothing about, man. I don't know. But I can talk about Immortal Phoenix's Rising, and I played that one for quite a while, and I really did enjoy my time with it. I eventually got pretty OP, and I kind of just was like playing through it, and it was kind of losing some of its luster. But I really
Mm.
enjoyed my time with it for quite a while. But I never ultimately like beat it. But it
Okay.
was cool, man. They had like these little boss room fights you can find like just like in kind of like just like in Breath of the Wild, you know, where like you found like a dungeon or whatever,
Yeah.
and you would go in there and there'd be like some challenge. It was
Mm-hmm.
like just like that. There was like a puzzle challenge, and then at the end you like fight like a boss, and you got like power ups and stuff. I don't know. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed it, but you know, it can those games can at some point get tedious.
Right.
I really enjoyed Immortal Phoenix Rises. Definitely one of the better games that I think Ubisoft has put out in a while, and it's got a little different feel than like Far Cry over and over again. You know, it's got like a different kind of like feel to it, like a different art style,
Mm-hmm.
big world. They took a lot of the ideas from Breath of the Wild, like you have the glider, you glide all over the map.
Yeah. I
You go
remember
on
that.
top of the towers and you look out with your scope and things in the distance. You mark in the distance. They did add a little. This is something that Dying Light copied from Immortal Phoenix Rises. But when you're like looking at your binoculars, like across the, you know, binoculars, when you're looking out across the land with your
Yeah.
like scope or whatever you're using to see
Yeah.
far, as you're coming around things that are of interest, your
Mm-hmm.
controller will rumble. And like the
Oh,
closer and
okay.
closer your sight is getting to it, the more and more it will rumble until like you're right on it. And you press a button and it lights up what it is, like a shrine or a dungeon or something, and you have it marked on your map. So Dying Light 2 copied that exact same method, which is cool. That's a really good way. I think that was a good addition.
It helps to kind of just put you in the right direction.
Yeah, it's kind of like hot. You're getting hot, and like it slows
Yeah.
down.
And you're cold. Yeah.
Yeah. And Breath of the Wild didn't have that, if I remember right. It was just kind of looking around,
Mm-hmm.
and then like things you would just mark on that looked interesting to you.
Yeah.
But this one, like it rumbles because you can't always see what you're looking at. Like it'd be like, what's back there? I don't know what that is. There's just something there, and you're just kind of like moving your screen around a bit until like it gets perfectly cold. I mean, hot enough to where you can like activate it and light it up. So I really like that feature. I don't know nothing about Exapunks. I don't know
What
nothing
about
about that.
Tinykin?
Tiny
Have you heard
King, I
of that
do
one?
know a little bit of that. That's basically a freaking Pikmin game. You're like a
Oh,
little Pikmin army that follows you around, and the different colors do different things.
yeah.
Like different
Okay.
colors can lift you, different colors can open things. Different colors are stronger than other colors. Yeah, and you kind of like you direct them, just like it's just like Pikmin. It's like identical to like a Pikmin game, but just updated, kind of like the
Okay.
modern age. So that should be a pretty fun one to play, actually. And that's
Yeah, I might
also
have to check that one out because I really like Pikmin a lot, and I never did get a chance to get that other version. You know, the one that they brought out for the Switch.
Yeah. I know we never played that one when they relaunched it. Yeah, I never played that
Yeah,
either.
I
Yeah,
never
so
dropped it.
that one's gonna be dope. And then if you move it over a bit, if you slide over you have Midnight Fight
Midnight
Express,
Express.
which was that cool one that they showcased at E3. They didn't have E3 this year, but like all the showcases they were doing this summer in June, they
Uh-huh.
showed Midnight Fight Express, and it looked really good. I guess it was made by like one guy, and
Really?
it looked like it looked like a Hotline Miami kind of like 3D isometric Hotline Miami. I know it looked
Mm,
really cool, and so I
okay.
was really excited for that one, and that's coming to Game Pass like this week. So
Okay.
that's a dope one.
Yeah, that'll be one to check out for sure. And then Immortality, is that a
Yeah,
decent
and then
one?
Immortality is kind of like did you ever play Her Story? I think it's called Her Story.
Her Story. I don't think I did.
It was like a PC game, but it was like a live action. So like you basically like it was like real life. It wasn't animated, and like
Hmm.
it was like recordings of her giving a testimony to like a police officer, and you were like a
Oh,
detective,
okay.
and you had to
Nah.
watch the clips and then like organize the clips in such a way that like told her story, so you knew what she was trying to say. And like at the end of it, you're like, oh dang, dude, like that's what the heck was going on. Like you're kind of lost until like it all gets puzzled together. So this is kind of similar. It's like a live action acting game where like and you're like watching video clips of like this
So it's
person
like
like
LA Noir almost in a sense.
yeah, but it's live though. It's like me and you, like an actual video. It's not
Oh,
like
okay.
at all. Yeah.
And you just got to analyze that shiz.
hmm You like watch and learn, and you kind of like learn more about what's going on. So it's like a
Oh,
watch
okay.
and learn kind of game. Yeah, it's cool.
That's cool.
So that one should be really good, and that's one's made for the Series X. So that one's cool, but it does
Okay.
not say cloud. But Immortal Phoenix Rising's on the cloud,
Yeah,
and we don't know if Death Stranding is going to be on the cloud. But the
I'm
ones
sure
I'm
they'll
most
probably.
excited for, cloud.
Yeah, I would definitely want to play some stuff on the cloud. If it can get on the cloud, then it's fucking done data.
That's right, man. It's the best. So yeah, this is finally a good lineup.
Yeah, for sure. And some more Xbox news. It looks like Xbox has tried to accuse Sony of paying developers a Game Pass block fee, which is interesting. That something like this would come up because we've talked about like what stops people from just going to Game Pass, and we've heard like different sides of it. You know what I mean? Like we've heard people who um have put their game on Game Pass, and then because of some fluke, they ended up like not making as much money as they should have made. You know, and they ended up taking a loss by putting it on there. And then we've had other games that games that nobody would play, but they just get eyes on them, and then and they are like cult favorites or whatever. So I'm wondering if this accusation is actually true, like if it's actually merited, or if it's just kind of like just a myth.
I'd be surprised if they're lying. That would be
Yeah.
crazy if they're just lying about Sony. I would totally believe that Sony's doing this. But basically, this is Microsoft's response because we talked about it before, right? Where Sony was talking to how the acquisition of Call of Duty was like an
A
immovable
big
object,
thing.
and no one could ever, yeah, no one could ever replicate it, no matter how important or valuable that their IP may be, which was
Right.
just hogwash to me. And like we were talking about how ridiculous that quote was, like a teenager throwing a temper tantrum, because they didn't get their way. And
Yeah,
then
it
this
sounds
is
like they're
Microsoft
bowing down.
saying, yeah, and this is Microsoft saying like, hey, that's really strange because exclusivity has always been a part of like your model, Sony. Like it's kind of hypocritical, right? And if you want to talk about like bad for the industry or bad for other competition, What about you blocking games, paying people to not put them on Game Pass? Like,
which is crazy.
you want to talk about like bad for competition? Like, that sucks too. Like, you're legitimately slowing down our growth, right? Isn't that like they're legitimately slowing down the growth of Game Pass?
Yeah, as
Like
best as
indirect,
they possibly can,
best as
by
they
making it as difficult to get like anything on there.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah,
Like
that's
that's a
nuts.
trippy strategy. Could you imagine like if like you had your own business, right? And you're like, okay, and I'll pay you to not make a game for this company, not let the don't make anything for this company. It's like, whoa. I
Yeah, I
guess you
mean,
could do that
normally,
when your industry's that narrow and there's only like two competitors.
yeah, normally you would just have like an exclusivity rights or something like that, Not don't put this game on the other guy's console and we'll give you 30K. You know what I mean? Like
I
that
know
seems
it's a
so
trip.
weird. It's just like, okay, well, just pay us, however much it would cost to have like the exclusive rights for this shit.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
why
Then
would
you
you
can
want to
just have
pay
it.
me? Why would you want to pay me to like not put this on here when you could just pay me to have it exclusive and so you have that name exclusive on, Xbox or whatever. It's like
Yeah, it's
so
a
weird.
trip because it's like okay, Sony's saying like you can put it on Xbox, just don't you're not allowed to put it on Game Pass. Like that's what's a trip, you know? It's
Yeah,
like
that
you
is
can put it
crazy.
on Xbox, you just can't put it on Game Pass. Like they're directly at war with that service. That I think that communicates a lot, dude. I don't know. In
Yeah, I
my
mean, it,
opinion,
it shows. It just shows how dangerous the damn thing is.
that how afraid they are of it.
Yeah,
That they're fine you putting a game on Xbox, but they're not fine with you putting it on Game Pass. Like they're that afraid of it. I don't know. I just think it's very telling, and that's what they should be more afraid of, other than freaking Call of Duty being exclusive. Like they're going to be so irrelevant if they don't change their business model in 10 years. Like we all know that the way with the future is subscription services, and Xbox has already positioned themselves to be the leader in that realm, and Sony is going to be on the outside looking in, dude, because it's not going to be too long, man, before everyone's going to want to put their game on Game Pass.
yeah.
Just
It's
when they
just
hit
it's just gonna be a nice,
there's
convenient spot. It's kind of like
yeah,
Apple. It's like, why wouldn't you put your stuff on Apple? You know what I mean? It's too many users. Like you would be shooting yourself in the foot. You'd be shooting your product in the foot if you didn't just put it on Apple. So they're gonna have that, in a while. It's just gonna
yeah,
be one of
like
those.
yeah, exactly. Like once they hit a certain user threshold, right? It's just going to be like we have to get on that platform now.
Yep.
Right? Like once it hits a certain amount of users, I don't know what that is, 50 million. I don't know what the amount of users is, but it's going to get to be the point where like we have to be on that platform, and then Sony will just be it'll be like a snowball effect. Like unless Sony has something competitive, but they're so far behind right now that I don't know. I just don't know if they can do it, and I don't know if their business model can't really withstand that kind of cost because Microsoft puts every first party game on their at Game Pass. I don't know if
Yeah.
Sony can do something like that. So
Yeah.
yeah,
It's gonna be interesting to see if they try to convert to that at all. Sometimes you have to look at the bigger picture and decide whether you want to try to go against the flow or if you just want to move with it. And right now they're trying to go against it, but I just don't know how long it'll last. If everything ends up coming to Game Pass, it's just going to be really hard to fight it. Like they've tried to come up with some type of a business model to make it similar to Game Pass in a way, but you know they haven't like fully committed. And I think Game Pass will be the ones that make them fully commit. But it's just like, how long is it going to take?
yeah, this is why I think Sony's going to be out of the hardware business, man. They're just going to be a great game developer, and their games are just going to be sold on Xbox. They're just going to be sold, elsewhere.
I mean, just think if you could just acquire more studios and then just make really great games that play on your PlayStation model and on Xbox model. And that's all you did
Yeah.
was just focused on, you keep producing your regular PlayStation, but you never upgrade to the next level. But you make games that will play on that next level if they have it. You know?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll see. I'm curious to see what direction Sony goes in. But it's hard. It's hard to deal with. So Microsoft doesn't produce like the high quality first person studio games that Sony does, but it's hard to deal with like the constant flow of like good games every month,
Mm-hmm.
right? Where I feel like we're waiting like months and months on end for something good to come out on PlayStation,
Yeah, man.
but there's always something fun to play on the Xbox, dude. Like that's so hard to compete with, dude.
Yeah, and it's frustrating, especially when you have games that you really are like looking forward to and waiting on. You know what I mean? And that shit just ends up getting pushed back or whatever. It's just like, okay, this was supposed to fill this void for the month of September, but now there's nothing. So like
Hmm.
they don't have anything. It's kind of like Xbox for the longest not having any like first party exclusives. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
For forever. This entire year they haven't had anything yet. So
Yeah, but see, I feel like Microsoft has like kind of fixed a little bit of that issue because they have Game Pass and
like
they always have
constantly
like
putting
good
things
like
on there.
yeah, constantly putting like third party like exclusives on there.
Yeah.
And like that makes me want to keep playing my Xbox and not my PlayStation because there's nothing really on the PlayStation to play, and anything that you want to really play kind of almost always goes on freaking Game Pass, dude. And so you're like, what's the point of even firing up my PlayStation? Like you're playing Far Cry 5 right now for free on freaking Game Pass.
Yeah.
Like that's a trip, you know?
It's a really good freaking deal, you know what I
Like
mean?
why bother firing up your PlayStation? There's just no point. Because there's
Yeah.
always going to be something dope to play on Game Pass. And, that's where we're at right now. Like there's a couple games that I'm waiting to play on Game Pass. I'm going to be playing on my Xbox. And I'm not seeing a whole lot of reason. They're like, for instance, there's a game I want to play, the one I was just telling you earlier, Thymesia. And
Yeah.
I could play it on PlayStation. But since I play Game Pass so much, I might as well just put the game on Xbox. If I'm going to spend the $20 because I'm only
Mhm.
ever firing my Xbox up anyways right now. Like, why put it on my
Oh
PlayStation just
yeah.
to fire it up? Like, what's just so I can turn it on? I don't need to. I don't need
Yeah.
to turn it on. Like, I have no reason to turn on the PlayStation. It's true. It's
I
crazy.
had I had that same thing with Far Cry 6. You know what I mean? Cuz I was like I could buy it for the PlayStation or whatever, but the only person I've been playing with really with games is my father-in-law and he's on Xbox. So it's like
Hmm.
I might as well just get it for Xbox and then, I decided I'll get it for him too so that I can play with him or whatever, but you know what I mean? Even if I hadn't, it'd be like, oh, hey, why don't you buy this? And we'll hop on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just seems like it's just easier to just buy certain games, on my Xbox than it would be my PlayStation. But
Exactly, dude.
yeah,
Exactly, man. So
I
the
never
exact
thought I
same
would
thing.
have two games for my Xbox, but I have three. So it's just like really weird. But it's like I'm slowly building up this Xbox library when I've been such a go-to PlayStation first guy. You
It's a
know?
trip, huh? And it's like a slow but like surely change. You're not
Yeah.
like 100% like there, but it's just like the slow trickle of like value you're getting from the Xbox that it's kind of forcing you into their corner. It's a trip like you have to
Yeah.
follow.
I mean, even if you look at like, okay, PlayStation Plus, right? I have to look at essentials because that's all I have. So if I look at the games that I get for essentials, and then I look at what I get for just having Game Pass, even if I don't have Ultimate, like there's just more to choose from over there. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
tons of more.
yeah, because I didn't pay to get the extra tier. I have a lot less games now to even consider. Where I have the same amount, but it's like PlayStation was trying to combat this by adding more games, and then making you charging you more to get the extra of the premium so that you could play said games. But like if I haven't done that now, Xbox is still looking, better. Like it's got they're giving you like 6 games, every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like it's a constant update, and it's just like, oh, I can literally not. I mean, we look at the news because we talk about this stuff, but like I can literally not look at anything yet, and then I'll just go on the Game Pass just see if anything's popped up on there, and there'll always be something. So it's just it's like, damn. Okay, I guess I'll play this again.
Yep,
So
I
it's
hear
fun.
you, man. It's exactly right. It's not like and it's funny because it's not a fire hose of games, but it's
Mhm.
also not a trickle. It's kind of like a faucet. Like
It's just steady flow.
it's just steady enough. Yeah, it's a steady flow. Like it's not too much where I can handle, but it's not too little like PlayStation where it's like this isn't enough to like make me want to fire the system up. Like that's
Yeah.
why Xbox has this nice sweet spot right now of like valuable games. I always like going on Xbox and finding a new game to play. And I've been kind of the very few indies I've actually purchased with cash. I've
Mhm.
just chosen to buy them on Xbox. Like I bought, Rogue Legacy on Xbox. I bought
Yeah.
Store on Xbox. There was a couple other ones that I bought. Like, oh yeah, I bought the expansion to I bought World Slayer on Xbox because I got Outriders for free on Game
Right.
Pass. So
We
it's
had
like,
our characters like already. I mean, I guess you can jump on
yeah,
them wherever and they still will travel. But
right.
yeah, we just had played it so much on Xbox. It was like you might as well just buy it on Xbox.
Yeah, so I just been like you, dude, like slowly but surely just playing everything on Xbox, man. Like it's a trip.
Yeah.
So, but
So.
anyways, that's where we're at. I think Microsoft, I thought this was a fair comment where I thought Sony's comment wasn't fair,
Mhm.
talking about how like no game can ever overcome it, so therefore it's a monopoly, so you have to let us have it. Where I feel
Yeah.
like this is a fair comment from Microsoft, right? Like Microsoft, this is legitimately like is what's happening, and they're just saying, hey, your comment's a little bit unfair when that's been your business practice the whole time. And on top of that, like you're actually paying publishers to literally not put their game on Game Pass.
Huh.
Like, I just feel like it's a fair comment. It's not like outrageous, like it's like a fair statement to make in response to what Sony was saying. Where Sony's
Yeah.
just felt like a tantrum. This was like, what are you doing, man? Why is that one
Hey,
monkey kicking your butt, dude?
they're spawning. Oh, it's because for some reason the controller doesn't like when you die completely and you finish the game. So it resets it, and now my controller doesn't like link. So it won't. I can't use my controller to play it. So
Like,
I
what's
literally
going
gotta.
on in this?
I'm trying to like learn the freaking controls for the keyboard so
That's
I can
funny,
freaking
dude.
play that.
That's funny,
Yeah, I
man.
don't know why it does that, but it's not perfectly programmed in that way. But yeah. But let's go to the next topic.
Yeah.
So Diablo, man, our seasons are on it. Now, it's been a while since I played Diablo, and I know that Diablo does have seasons on there, right? For 3?
Yes.
Because they would add like different things or whatnot. I don't even know what the seasons were for. Like, was there a board that you were trying to climb or anything like that?
Yeah, it was primarily just like a leaderboard, but there was also like there was kind of like it wasn't like a what do they call it now? The season pass. It wasn't like a season pass. It was like a season accomplishment or season quest line. Think of it like that. A season
Mm.
quest line. Think of it that way. You had this long quest line that as you completed parts of this quest, like kill so many enemies, go here and defeat this boss. Like as you were doing that throughout the season, they were giving you like pieces of like your tier gear,
Oh, okay,
the
got you.
best pieces, the green pieces, right? Like the tier
Yeah, yeah,
gear. And then by the end of the season, if you did the whole entire quest line, they gave you a full set of tier gear. You'd have the full set. And then you're so strong, now you can kind of start climbing the ladders and seeing how strong you can get, right? Getting
Gotcha.
better gems, getting better, upgrading your pieces as you found them, right? And like, so it was really cool because it guaranteed you like a full set. You weren't like hoping for it to drop. Like you got a full set, right?
Right.
So it was really fun. Like I always like when the new season started because it's like, oh, dope. I wonder what class I want to play and what set they're giving away. And you would
Now
like
was
look
that
and you can like see the quest line.
now was that seasons thing? Did you have to pay for that, or was that
No,
free?
it's all free.
Okay. So they've basically taken what they've already done with seasons and then kind of tweaked it a little bit so that they could be able to continuously make a profit from little things that they want to add to the game. So it's just like basically kind of like how Naraka is or whatnot. It's just strictly nothing but cosmetics. And so they've got a truck ton of them, but it's almost like, hey, we love designing new outfits and armors and different things like that, so that you guys can get them. We're gonna go ahead and put these up here, and you guys just pay us if you like the work. If you don't, then no sweat.
Naraka has a season pass, right?
Yes, Naraka has a season pass.
Yeah, that's kind of like the new model now. Even
Yeah,
Hearthstone has a season pass.
I
And
mean,
I
Naraka
know,
is a free to play game, whereas Diablo is gonna cost you 60.
yeah.
So that part's interesting. But they did say that the season pass is, I believe it's free.
Yes, they have
It's
the two
They just
tiers,
got the
just
free
like
version.
they
Yeah,
have a free tier and then a paid tier of the season
right.
pass.
So
So
I'm
you can
guessing that you just get the armors and stuff like that, the looks like a little bit quicker if you do the paid tier.
yeah, you get
I'm
stuff
assuming.
quicker. You probably get portraits and stuff. You probably get all sorts of little goodies.
Yeah,
Um, but they did come out and say that they were not going to have any loot boxes and they weren't going to have any pay to win items. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
where you can like buy a gem or whatever, kind of like how Immortals is. We talked about this a lot, where like you get a box and you get a 5-star gem, right? Versus a 1-star gem. And so
right.
you're just trying to get those 5 stars, and like the people that have the 5 stars are like OP and you're not. Like it's basically like buying a loot box because yeah, you're not getting gear, but a 5-star gem is the difference between like being top tier and not. So like, yeah, you're getting legendary gems, but the guy who got lucky and got the 5-star gem is kind of like a loot box. You're hoping the 5-star gem pops. So you're just buying over and over and over again to try to get a 5-star gem. That's basically a loot box, right?
Yeah,
And
for
so
sure.
that's it. That's Immortals though, and Diablo 4 is not having any of that. So that's huge because Diablo 4, man, I've already said it and you said it. It was probably our most anticipated game, even more even like God of War. Once we saw it this at E3 this year, I was
Yeah,
so stoked for it more than anything. It looked incredibly good, and to know that it's not going to be pay to win, the shop's only going to be cosmetic, like all that is such good news to just like keep me excited. If I had
yeah,
learned it was going to be pay to win or loot boxes, it might have dropped my feelings about it like quite a bit.
yeah,
But to
for
learn that
sure.
it's not is like huge.
Yeah, to know that you could just drop like $60 and then you could just freaking pwn everything, you know what I mean? That would be disheartening for sure. I wouldn't want that. But
Yeah, exactly, dude.
yeah.
Uh,
So I mean it's definitely cool to have the different seasons passes and stuff like that, and it'll be really cool to see if they add a lot of extra value to just playing the game and utilizing the season pass. You know what I mean? Like
mm,
having experience boosters there or something like that, in the regular one, not the paid one, so that everybody
right.
has the same amount of experience boosts possible. Or just having like really cool armor. You know what I mean? Hopefully they're constantly updating and adding more and more stuff, or adding different different uh aspects to it, that just look cool or
Yeah,
whatever.
they're definitely. They said they're trying to do that, and also that they're going to have like a dedicated team to like making each season unique 4 times a year, something like
Yeah,
that, 3 or
some
4
dope
times a
ass
year.
quest or something like that would be super cool.
Yeah, like I don't know. I can't
New
wait for
story or
Diablo 4,
something,
man.
yeah.
And I think I'm gonna play a console probably exclusively. even though I played PC a lot of Diablo 3 on PC.
Dude,
But
we played Diablo. We played a shit ton of Diablo 3 on PlayStation, dude.
we
Like we
did
played hours and
hundreds,
hours on it,
hundreds
dude.
of hours, dude.
Yeah, man.
Hundreds
It
of
was a
hours.
good game, and that was the one fun thing about Diablo and stuff. It's like you could just keep beating it over and over and over
Yeah.
again, and you just would find new gear, and there was always a reason to play. You know what I mean? And then they were adding different things in, for more gameplay and stuff like that. So it was still fun. It was super fun all the
Yeah, I
time.
think it's one of those games where like we played it for hundreds of hours, and I think we enjoyed like every hour of it. Like every
Yeah,
hour we spent on that, we enjoyed.
for sure.
Like it was just such a great game, such a great game. So that's why Diablo 4 is going to be bigger, better, more fun, new abilities. I can't wait, man. So excited for that game.
Hmm. Yeah. And then so for the next topic, Forspoken, man. There was a trailer that had just came out. Like,
Is the trailer on here?
a
Can you
week
find?
or
Is it
so
on
ago.
this? Is it on this? Right here. Right. Wait. Go up. Go up. Go up. Go up. Go up. Go up. Right here. No, go up. That's the tweet. View it. Well, this is the trailer. Watch it. It gets your reaction. Do you have sound?
I have sound, but I
You
don't
can
think
hear it.
nobody can hear it. I can hear it though.
So I'm somewhere that's not like Earth. I'm seeing freaking dragons. And oh yeah, I'm talking to a gold cuff.
What? I do magic.
It's so cringe.
Hmm.
It's so cringe.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I do that shit now.
I do that. Yeah, I do that now. Like, so I think the problem is that they're breaking the fourth wall consistently. This is almost like a story you'd be reading, and there's like a narrator that's conscious of you or something like that. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it, but it feels like she was talking to us about something that she
Mhm.
did. So like telling us a story or something like that, and so that's what it feels like. Oh yeah, like this was I popped up into this world and there was dragons and shit, and then I'm talking to a cuff, and then like, yo, magic, I do that shit, like, you know what I mean, like it was just really weird. Yeah.
It's very cringy. Just hearing you do that is like a perfect. You're exactly right. Like it's so. It
It's
doesn't
like
make sense to the environment, dude.
it's like one
It's
of
so
those like
weird.
stories, like your friends telling you about a game or something like that or whatever. Like she's telling you about the game, but as the game character, which is really weird. Like maybe she should not do that. But I maybe Forspoken is something totally different. Maybe it's like maybe she's like a real world person and she gets
This
sucked
is
into a game or something. I don't know.
this is why like that would help if it's a video game. That would help. But from what I understand, it's an actual world with demons and dragons in it.
Yeah.
Like I'm just saying, dude. Like come on, bro. Like if you're sitting here chatting with me right now, and then you get sucked away from your family and your kids and your wife, and you're in a world and you're alone and there's freaking demons and dragons around you, I don't think you're
Yeah.
gonna be like, oh, I do this shit now.
I do this. That's
I
like
think you're gonna be like,
even
oh, damn, get me out of
even
here. You're gonna be freaking out, dude. It's gonna be
even if
serious
I
for you.
was even if I was to like get sucked up in this world or something like that, and I was to like explain to you how that shit happened, I wouldn't be like, yeah. So I'm like fighting shit, and it's like dragons popping in, and then it's like, boom, magic, like you know what
I
I'm
do
saying? Like
this.
that's so
I
it's
do
so
magic
weird.
now.
That's
Dude,
not
it's
how I
so
would.
bizarre.
Yeah,
That's
I
not how
wouldn't
anyone would
describe
say
that
it.
to you. So I wouldn't describe it like that to you. I wouldn't be like magic. Yeah, I do that shit now. You know what I'm saying? Like I would show your ass if I like. Oh, you want to see something cool?
Yeah,
Boom!
you'd
I
be
would do
serious
some
though. It'd be
magic,
like, you gotta see
or
this, man. You
yeah,
have to see
yeah,
this. You're gonna be like real serious though.
yeah,
Like you're not
yeah.
gonna believe me, but I'm telling you, I can do magic now, and you gotta see it. It's not going to
Yeah.
be like
Oh, and you
I
gotta
just
check
do
this
that
out.
now.
And then she does magic on the screen. That would have been cooler than like, oh, magic? I do this. You know what I'm saying?
It's just bizarre, dude. It's bizarre.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what they're trying. So let me get this straight. I mean, it's so damn
I'm
cheesy.
somewhere that's not what I would call Earth. I'm seeing freaking dragons. And oh yeah, I'm talking to a cuff. Magic, I do that.
Oh my gosh, it's so damn. It's just
Jacked up beast. I'll probably fly next. I don't know.
it
It's
doesn't
not a
make
good
sense,
trailer.
man. It's not a good
If you
trailer.
were to take all the words off and then just show that shit, it would be a better
Yes.
trailer.
Yes.
I think the inclusion of her
Yes.
saying that stuff just
Yes.
didn't really work.
Dude,
well.
if they just showed her fighting doing magic and not
Yeah,
talking,
that would have been solid with all of
you would have been
the
like, that's
flips
cool
and
looking.
the dragons and stuff like that. Yeah, and honestly, all of the other trailers before this have not really heard her speaking too much. It's literally just been
Well, it was just that last
like
one
in
that I
that
was
way.
telling you when I was having that issue, but it
Yeah,
wasn't like this. It wasn't this
no,
heavy.
it wasn't this.
But I was annoyed by it then, and that's when I was telling you last time we talked about this game was I was enjoying it more when I put it in mute.
yeah, it's definitely a bit more enjoyable.
If you remember that,
like,
right? Like if you were just
like
watching
even me
like,
reading it because I already heard the shit. Like I can't
I know you can't get it.
So like you know what I mean,
You can't undo it.
see it
I
and I'm
know.
hearing it in
I
my
agree, man. Like you're kind of screwed now because they put the damn words on the screen. They put the cornball words on the screen, and you're like, "Damn, dude! I gotta freaking read it now and hear it in my head." Like you can't escape it. Like even if you wanted to just watch her fight and use magic, you're so distracted by the nonsense that like you can't, you know. And so,
yeah,
I hope they do like a retcon on this because that's something you can fix. You can cut a lot of those lines out of the game. Like you don't have to have that dialogue in there constantly.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not heavy like that.
Dude, it is. There was a gameplay trailer I watched that came out a couple months ago, and it's incessant. It's like almost every second. Talking? Her or the damn cuff. Always talking. Always.
The damn
always.
Cuff. The damn cuff is always talking and shit.
And her. It's stupid, man. It's really, really dumb. They need to shut it off. They need to shut off the dialogue. Like they were overdoing it with Horizon 2. Like too much of the talking. Of where you're just like saying everything you're doing. All right, I climbed this ledge. Okay, now I'm on that ledge. Oh, let me pick up this flower. Oh, that flower will come in handy later. Like literally everything you do, you're saying something. Oh, like it's bizarre. That's how Horizon was.
I feel like that would almost be as bad as just reading a shit ton of words on the screen.
It's weird like that. It's very frustrating. You want to mute it, but you can't. You can't shut it off.
Yeah.
At least give me a setting, kind of like we were saying. Can I get a setting to have like words, or can you guys put it in somewhere?
Less words.
Like, give me a setting, or a setting for less words. Like, give me some kind of setting, dude. Because
I don't know why you would need to narrate everything like that. That's one of the things that kept me from playing Phoenix Rising, is because I felt like that narrator was gonna narrate like everything.
Oh yeah, it's not that. It's not. It's only like certain major events. Yeah, exactly. Like we were worried about that. Well, these games are that now. This is the fact of the matter is like your characters won't shut her mouth. Like literally every little thing. It's like they took the whole Spider-Man occasional comment and like just amplified it by 10, thinking like, hey, you know, if it's cool, let's just do it constantly.
If it's cool, let's just do it incessantly.
Yeah, that's kind of like the thing that they thought, like, hey, it was cool, and then Spider-Man did it a few times, so why don't we just do it all the time? It's like, come on, dude, like,
hey, you ever played The Last of Us? They talked a lot in that game, but like we should do like more of it because I think people really like the talking.
Yeah, like not realizing like, the talking was good because it was paced well. Like that's why it was good, not just because they did a lot of it. Dude, like, that's what's strange.
It would be more so the talking to yourself part. That's the other
Yes.
thing that I would find like weird,
Yes.
like weird as shit, is like the fact that you're just constantly having this conversation with yourself.
Yes. And that's what Horizon's like. Constantly just saying something when you're by yourself. It's weird. It's
Yeah,
very strange.
I gotta play Horizon, man, because
Yeah, I can't.
you poo on it pretty consistently. So I'm kind of really like curious, like, is this shit like really that bad? Is it that bad?
I wasn't enjoying myself with it. Like
Yeah,
I gotta say though, and I've said it over and over and over again, that I was playing that right after I got done playing Elden Ring, and so like Elden Ring probably tarnished a lot of it. Like
yeah.
had Elden Ring never existed, maybe I would have been more tolerant of it. But because Elden Ring was so damn good, I was so bored with
Mm.
Horizon. Like I was so done with it. I just wanted it to be a better game, and it wasn't that game. So that's
Yeah,
my
I'm.
problem with it.
Yeah, every now and again, I find myself at an impasse with certain things, books and games and things
Hmm.
like that. And it's just a total bummer when you can't scratch that itch that
Hmm.
you really just you
Hmm.
just satisfied with doing.
That's
Yeah,
exactly right, man. I know that feeling with books too.
yeah. I started listening to House of Blades again.
Oh yeah, just because you wanted something good, huh? It's like, damn, I need to listen to something good again already. And they
Yeah.
redid it with the voice. They had it fully voice acted.
Yes, that's why
Hmm.
I checked it out again. And I was like, I remember certain things about it, but for some reason I couldn't remember it being such a small series. I thought it was
Short,
more
yeah.
books. Yeah,
I know it's super tiny,
I thought
right?
it was like more, but I was like, damn, it's only 3 books. Like I feel like it was different when I was reading it, but I don't know.
I agree, bro. I had the same thought. It's like, why did this
Yeah.
feel so much longer than it is?
And Audible had it for I think like for free for a cool minute.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, like you as long as you had Audible, then you
right.
were able to just like download it, which was
You know
cool
what you
because I
should?
mean I'd already listened
Do
to
you have
it, but
Audible still? Do you still have Audible?
yeah, yeah, I do.
You should download graphic audiobooks.
What's that?
So graphic audio used to be their own company.
Huh?
It was like another Audible. It was called Graphic Audio though.
Okay.
And the way that they read their books was fully casted. So
Oh, okay.
full
So
cast,
every character,
yes, full cast and full sound
nice.
effects too. So it was like basically a movie, but you just couldn't see it. But it was fully voice acted. Every character was unique. And so I would actually spend money, and I bought the full Mistborn series that way.
Ooh,
And I bought all of what's the most recent Rhythm of War, I think, Stormlight.
Stormlight
And I
Chronicles.
listened to that, and
Which
it
don't we
gets
have
so good.
another Stormlight Chronicles coming out?
Not yet, not for a couple years probably. I know, I
Oh,
wish there
okay.
was, but I did buy the Year of Sanderson. Did you buy that?
What?
The Year of Brandon Sanderson. He
No.
did like a special promotion. Did you hear about that? Where he did like a little
No.
Kickstarter. Um, it was called the Year of Brandon Sanderson, and it was where you basically get a book every quarter, so 4 times a year, a new book.
Huh.
And I purchased that. I did
Like
the
physical?
Audible. Well, you could do physical. I did the Audible. I
Oh,
did
okay.
the voice acted one, and you're
That's
going to get
cool.
4 books a year, one every 3 months. So it's like
Well,
a
he's got
year,
a
you get
lot.
a year of Brandon Sanderson, and so
Yeah, I
like
mean,
that
how many
starts in
Stormlight
January.
Chronicle archives is there? Like 6?
There's four,
Okay.
four so far. There's going to be 10, I think. I think 10
Mm,
total.
okay.
Um,
Almost
but
like
anyways, Graphic Audio was their own company, but there were a few graphic audios available on Audible.
oh,
But
okay.
because graphic audios were like full productions, fully casted, it would
Yeah.
be like $60 for one book. So instead of
Oh,
like
okay.
20 on Audible or 30 on Audible, it was 60 for a book
Super pricey, yeah.
for one book. And
Yeah.
so when you went to Kindle or Audible, they had a few select graphic audio books, like another
Hmm.
company's books on their platform.
Yeah.
And They split them up though into 3 parts, so it took 3 tokens to get 1 book. You see what I'm saying? It took 3 tokens to get 1 book. So it was very hard for me to listen to a full book, but I did listen to I don't know if you've listened to Warbreaker, which was Brandon Sanderson's like one of his standalone novels
No, I didn't.
set in the Cosmere.
No, I didn't. I didn't
I
listen to
recommend
Warbreaker.
that one to you because you'll really enjoy that. That should be the first one you try. You'll really enjoy it. I promise you. It's Brandon Sanderson for one. If you're trying to scratch a Brandon Sanderson itch, like listen to Warbreaker and listen to the graphic audio version. And they've recently changed it. They have like some kind of partnership with graphic audio now, where they're giving away the full graphic audio for 1 token, dude.
Oh wow!
I
on
paid
Audible?
3. Yeah, I paid 3 to listen to.
And you paid 3 because it was broken into 3 parts.
Yeah, it's broken into 3 parts.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like 6 or 7 hours each, like a 20-hour book, and
Right.
like you paid 1 token for each part. Where now you can get the whole thing for 1 token, dude. I'm like, damn, I wish they had done that back when I was doing it. But since then, I've listened to.
Does that look like that's it? I don't know if you can see it.
No, that's not the right one. It'll say graphic audio on it.
Graphic audio.
Search it.
Dramatized adaptation. Okay, this one.
Yes, but you have to get the one that's. I think that's the right one. Yep, dramatized.
This one's 17 hours,
yep,
50
that's the one.
minutes.
That's full. See how it says on the picture, full book, parts 1 through 3.
Let me see. Oh yeah.
Picture. That's the one you want. I had to buy all parts. So download that now and listen to that. You'll really enjoy that, dude. You're gonna be so happy that you had something good to listen to because I'm sure you've been waiting a while. But they have like a lot of the graphic audio stuff. So right now, I've been listening to Lightbringer.
Okay.
And you can get that one token as well. So instead of paying 3 per book, you get it for 1 token as well. So I've been listening to that. I'm almost done with that. I'm on book 5.
Okay.
And I got it for 1 token, which is sick. It's fully voice acted.
Yeah, what's crazy is they have the Warbreaker Part 1 on there.
Yeah, they kept the Part 1 on there. I know. That's why you have to be careful.
If you click the wrong one,
that's
you're
what I was
shaft.
saying. Yeah, do not buy the Part 1 version, dude.
Yeah, and then you could just get this one, which is narrated by Alyssa Bresnahan. And that you're saying that one wouldn't be nearly as good as this one, right?
Yeah, because that's narrated by just one reader, like the normal audiobooks. It's not a graphic audio. You want to do the graphic audio.
I wonder why they have so many damn versions of it.
And Daniel called them up because my brother-in-law, I got him hooked on graphic audio.
Yeah.
In the Warbreaker, he listened to Elantris, which is also another one of Brandon Sanderson's novels, which is on graphic audio. And you can get that full set for 1 token now as well, Elantris.
Okay.
And I think he was listening to something else, and he really wanted, because I told you, I purchased Mistborn from graphic audio, not from Audible. And I loved it. I loved it so much. And
Mistborn is a good book, man. It's a great book.
Mistborn is probably in my top 5 all-time books. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
That's how much I love that series. It's one of the best books as far as like how brilliantly he wrapped
concept.
everything up.
Yeah.
Just how brilliantly he answered every question. It all worked. Like it wasn't just like a gimmick. Like it was all purposeful. Like everything you read in that book had a reason. And then like he wrapped it all up perfectly in the end. Like I just loved it so much. And so no book really does that very well. Like books, they come to an end pretty well. But to like answer every loose thread, every loose tale,
it's rarely done.
And it's
because they leave a lot of threads for like it to be done later, you know?
Yeah, like even down to the earring in her ear.
Yeah.
Why she always wore it. Like it was so dope, man. Like the end of that book was so good. And so I really love Mistborn. And I listened to that whole series on graphic audio, and it was sick.
The one thing that
on Audible soon.
Oh, okay. The one thing that I was waiting for was that one book
King
that
Dark
I put
Tiding?
you on.
King Dark. Huh? No, you didn't put me on. Oh,
No, not Dark Tidings.
Beginning after the end.
Beginning after the end. Yeah, book 9 is coming out.
That's coming soon. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
We're waiting
so
for that. My brother-in-law are waiting. My brother-in-law and I are waiting for that too, man.
yeah,
Yeah, that
that
was
one
great.
comes out at the end of the month, so the 30th of August. So I've been looking forward to getting that one because like I had stopped from the series for a while and I was reading other things and then I happened to look through some stuff and I was like, oh shit, there's more books. So I started looking and I was like, okay, this is where I was at, and then I picked up the book 8 and then I picked up that book that's between 8 and 9 as well to
Yeah, I
listen to that
listened to
one.
all of them. I don't think I listened to the one between 8 and 9 though.
Yeah. I can't remember what it's called, but it's Amongst the Fallen. Yeah, so I listened to that one in between book 8 and 9 is when it takes place. So yeah, but I'm ready
Yeah,
for book 9. I was like excited
book
to see what
9 is
goes.
coming out. Oh, dude, that's releasing in like next week.
Yeah, the 30th of August.
Yeah, I confirmed my pre-order on that one for sure.
Yeah, man. But let's get to the last topic that we have, man. Hogwarts Legacy delayed. Now this was dropped like probably a week or so ago. Figured we would talk about it because we missed last week. But yeah, man. I I said it. I was hoping that those rumors weren't true. That people were saying that is still a strong possibility that shit gets delayed until the next year, but yeah, it looks like it's official, man. I think it's when did it get delayed till like January or something?
February
February?
February 10th.
Yeah, so it's just like, damn, dude, that was like one of the games that I was waiting for towards the end of the year to finally be able to play because I think that was supposed to be coming out in November or December or something like that.
Yeah, December, I think.
Yeah, it was way late in December, anyways, which was kind of weird. But yeah, the fact that they push it again, man, it's just like it sucks. I mean, it is what it is, but it was just like, damn, that was gonna feel like, that video game void that that's gonna be there. We're gonna get God of War, but there's not gonna be anything before or after that for a while.
Right. Yeah, I'm
It's
trying
like,
to
damn,
look
what's
here.
going on?
Every game delayed. Stalker 2 was delayed. Let's see here. Life is Strange. Suicide Squad delayed 2023.
Suicide Squad got delayed too.
Yeah, Suicide Squad delayed. What else is here? The campaign, co-op campaign, Halo was delayed. Forspoken was delayed. We were expecting Forspoken
We
in this
were.
year as well. What else was delayed? Breath of the Wild 2, that's right. That got delayed. Yep, that got delayed. Redfall got delayed. Starfield got delayed. Replaced, which I was looking forward to that one a lot. That got delayed.
What's replaced?
It was that little indie. You probably don't remember it. It was showcased last year in like the Xbox showcase. I was really excited for it. It's probably one of my favorite games shown, but that was delayed. That's not like a super huge one, but that was delayed. Avatar was delayed. Lord of the Rings Golem. We don't know when, but that's been delayed to 2023. Marvel's Midnight Sun. We talked about that one. The XCOM one that's been delayed to 2023.
Nope.
Hogwarts Legacy is delayed. Evil West. Jeez, dude.
There's a lot of games that's been delayed this year.
All the games that we were talking about, how it would have been, 2022 was the legendary year.
Yeah, dude, all of them failed.
All delayed.
Totally. Yeah, dude, 2022
is Elden Ring and God of War, dude. I feel like that's all we got.
Dude, 2022 has been a shit year compared to like what we thought we were gonna get, man. That's crazy. That's super nuts. That's
And I guess Gotham Knights is sticking, so we got 2 good games.
Yeah, I guess so.
Coming, but I mean, what a bummer, dude. How many of these games will be delayed another year? I guess that's the true question, right?
Yeah, that's gonna
Or
be
is
the real thing.
2023 going to be the legendary year of gaming? One of these years, man, everything's going to catch up and it's going to be
They're
awesome.
just gonna get. They're just gonna keep getting pushed out, and then they're just gonna trickle to being like some good ones here and there.
Yeah,
You know,
no,
you'll
for
get like
sure.
two a year after they've been trickled. But yeah, man, that's fun. But yeah, so that's all we got for you guys today. Thank everybody for stopping through, clicking on the video. Like,
Even the bots.
subscribe, even even the bots. Shout out to the bots for
Shout
the
out to the bots.
the spams and whatnot. But yeah, so we're gonna try to play some games and whatnot. I tried to play a little bit of this, but I really it's hard to really concentrate on some of these because they're whipping your
Yeah,
ass.
yeah,
That's
yeah, for sure.
right. Yeah, on that one. But yeah, maybe we'll try figure something else that we can play against each other or something like that, like some Hearthstone or some shit. But
Yeah, play some Hearthstone.
yeah, but yeah. Until next week, we'll catch you guys later. Deuces.
I love you, me.